Na 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 na.
No, 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 no. You know what's disappointing me at the minute, Ben? He's not holding it up in the air. He's just holding it in front of him.
Yeah, but he did it with the bassinet. Like, what's going on there?
Yeah, true. You can slide to settings and I'll find you'll be able to use it without. Oh, make sure to refill it.
Guys,
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to
in
Twilight Princess.
a short break, we literally just got here and cut some grass up. Sam did rather.
I did.
I had the greatest idea ever. I need an opinion on this one. Every heart container / piece of heart is replaced with Danny DeVito's face.
We're a bit obsessed with Danny DeVito at the minute.
And as you lose your heart, so you lose half a heart, you just cut Danny DeVito's face in half.
Oh my god, what happened there?
You literally passed this on while you were running around.
I know, right? But I jump attacked it, but it killed me. Or
Actually,
something.
that's the point.
Fucking prick.
Give me a Wiimote.
A Wiimote.
We forgot to put Ganondorf on.
Oh, it's alright. We're not going to scan him in until the first dungeon anyway, so... oh yeah, lantern. There we go. I have light.
Made in China.
Surprisingly. I'm not sure if you have to light these things, or just do it out of, like...
Habit.
Yeah, basically. There's, like, lanterns all... What are these called again, then?
They are the Deku Babas, I believe.
I thought the Babbas were the, like, bigger ones. Because there are bigger ones.
Oh, there a variation on it. I thought there wasn't a name. Obviously Deku is like... They're like a general family of Dekus. Like, there's the Deku Scrubs, which are the, like, little plant peoples.
Yeah.
There's, like, Deku Tree, obviously, Deku Tree.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I like about this as well. You can, like, cut the, like, things and it'll just hang there.
Oh, that's cool. But, no, I think the plants were just generalised as Deku Babas.
Right.
Because that's the only name I can think of that is Deku after that. And
Maybe,
obviously there's Deku
maybe-
Nuts and Sticks.
Maybe you should crack out the Hyrule Historia, Ben.
Oof.
Ben has some literature with him.
We have literature on hand.
Because we're just that professional. I got 10 rupees. Nice.
Oh, nice surprise.
Ah, that was lovely. Ah, that was lovely. So yeah, as we're on hero mode, I do not get hearts out of things,
Yes, they just do not drop.
unfortunately. The only way to get hearts back, I think, are fairies, potions, and fountains. Also, reloading the game gives me full hearts, but...
We'll not exploit that.
We'll not do that.
Now, a question though, can you still buy them? Because I know some shops every so often in Zelda games do sell them.
I don't think there is a shop in Twilight Princess that sells them.
Huh.
I think enemies are tougher as well in this, because they seem to be taking a lot more punishment than they did before.
While just flicking through it trying to find the on Deku Scribs, or sorry, Deku Babas.
Yep.
Interestingly enough, in Oracle of Ages, probably Seasons, it's called the Meku tree, not the Deku.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So I've got to assume then there's maybe like Deku Meku Babas then? Maybe it's just like the type of tree?
Yeah, that's a good point. Did not think of that. Fucking Keese. Fuck off, Keese. I'll get a piece of heart. We thought it'd be a good idea to have the Twilight, not Twilight, the fucking Hyrule Historia on hand, so we can talk about like Zelda theories and shit while we're playing.
Yeah, and it might be able to prove some of us right or wrong.
Yeah. I mean, if you've seen our Bloodborne playthrough, you know we like to fucking do wild guesses about fucking story and shit. And the Zelda timeline is vague enough to allow that, so we will be doing that again.
Earlier we were going off about the different titles of the heroes.
Yes. And
as far as we can tell, some of them don't actually have them.
pieces of heart give me full health,
Oh right, yeah, they do heal you.
so that's nice.
But we weren't actually able to find a name or a title for the Minish Cap hero.
Yeah.
Because the Hyrule Historia refers to a hero of men who he's sort of like the legend of Minish Cap.
Yeah,
He sort of sealed away the evil in the chest.
like how Ocarina of Time is to the Wind Waker hero. There's a little cutscene showing him doing stuff, shit like that.
There's a celebration in his
Hero
honour.
of Men actually doesn't wear a green hat, because in Minish Cap, Eslo is the green hat. That's the only reason he wears it.
Actually, if I can find it, it should.
Eslo or Elzo, I can never remember.
Eslo. I need to. Yeah, if you can look away for a moment, he wears a headband, not a hat.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's one of the few Links to not actually use a Master Sword. He uses the Picori blade.
Oh yeah, the one that's strengthened by all 4 elements.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, didn't we say that was possibly Minish Cap's name? He's the hero of elements.
Yeah, we thought that could possibly get. Because like Hero of Minish or Hero of
he does
Picori,
collect
isn't
them
it?
in the game. That's the main aim of the game, to collect all 4.
Yeah, that's like the big first challenge. Go here and collect the MacGuffins.
You'd think it'd be something to do with size though, wouldn't it? Oh, Picori, I don't know.
No, most of them do, because you do have to visit the Picori tribes, like, who
No,
essentially...
I mean his title.
Oh, right, yeah. I don't know, the hero like the Picori and the Picori, he really doesn't roll off the tongue.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Like,
Also,
Picori. Too many syllables.
yeah.
All that elements is...
But to be fair, Hero of Wind sounds like he just farts all the time.
It's... They didn't think that one through.
No.
Now they think through...
Wait, is Wind Waker's official one Hero of Wind, or did I just make that up?
I don't know, I'll look into that one. But, obviously, I don't think he's got the official titles, but the Oracle of Ages and Seasons, we assume, like, hero of, then that game name.
That would just make sense, wouldn't it?
But that's the same Link. Because if you link, obviously one of the features was the games could link, and then you unlock, like, a final boss battle and some extra story.
Yeah.
Because if you, I think, beat one, you got a code to start the next game. And every so often it cut to a cutscene where Twin Rover were trying to resurrect Ganon. And they were going to sacrifice Zelda for it.
Yeah.
And obviously you beat Twin Rover at the end, and well, they sort of sacrificed themselves because you beat them. So Ganondorf, but Ganon is resurrected as like more of a beast. Like he's not there.
Right. Yeah. So you mean like he is in Link Between Worlds?
Yes.
Yeah. For all you newbies to the Zelda franchise, there's one you'll know.
What else is there?
What, title-wise?
Oh, that was it. Oracle of Ages and Seasons were originally supposed to have a third game in the set. But I think they cancelled it because I think it was a bit too hard to link the 3.
Oh, right, okay.
I believe it was called Seed of Courage.
That rings a bell. I think I've heard that name before.
Yeah, I think that might be why, obviously, you meet Din in Oracle of Seasons. She's the dancer at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And she's still by General Onox. And then Varan, I believe it is, takes Nehru from...
Oh, that would make sense, because there is another goddess they didn't use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She, Pharaoh, and...
Farora and Nehru.
Pharaoh. That's how you pronounce it then. But yeah, she actually is a secret keeper. She's just like a random NPC in the Maku tree, which you can visit. She doesn't play a huge role, but no story role.
Rescued the kids, Ben.
Yeah.
His kid's asking me not to tell his dad, and his dad's gonna be like right here in a second. There he is.
He was clearly in eyesight of him when he ran off down the tunnel.
I think that guy might need glasses. What's up? What have you found?
I'm going through the Twilight Princess pages to see if I can find anything, and to slowly work up to Wind Waker. And I just saw a picture of the Ooka,
the bird from the dungeons.
that abomination. I honestly feel like that could fit in as a boss in Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Like you walk into
Where
an
is
empty
it?
room
Show me.
You walk into an empty room, right, and you just see it hanging from the ceiling. It sort of twists its head through like 180 degrees and just squawks at you. And it just drops and then boom, boss fight. Can you not see that happen?
Yeah, I can. 100%. So heard some goats again for the not last time because I have to do it again to get a piece of heart. I think.
Oh man, I just spoiled myself.
Oh no, man! Careful.
No,
Careful, man!
I should not be doing this.
I've been trying my best not to spoil you about this game.
Dear Lord, look at that.
I know. She like hits on you and everything.
Just, oof, I cannot wait. Something's coming up. Some things are coming up.
Ooh. He's talking about the woman with the massive cleavage, by the way.
It is ridiculous.
Redonkulous.
My God, they're as big as a head.
Right. Wah! Wah! Get in there. Come on. Alright, you can get in there. Go tin. Go tin.
We have still yet to do Four Swords Adventures.
We will.
So disappointing.
Come on.
I can never remember how the story began. Like I always thought it was a Veti, which I'm pretty sure it still is. But apparently it's got something to do with Ganondorf first.
Which one?
Four Swords Adventures, several hundred years after Ganondorf's defeat, relations between Gerudo Village and Hyrule have become friendly once more, and peace has been restored to the land. However, one day a new Ganondorf was born into the world.
Shit.
He violated the laws of the town, trespassing into an ancient pyramid and taking possession of the trident. He also stole the Dark Mirror from the Temple of Darkness in the forest in order to turn Hyrule into a place of darkness.
Last go.
So, yeah, I guess then he just resurrected Vati and Veti. But yeah, it turns out Veti's not the last boss. It's going to end up being Ganon.
Right. Who the fuck is Veti? Why do we care?
He was just that random minish that gained ridiculous power. Which is crazy because, obviously, the minish, the only reason Veti's got power is because he made a wish on that hat Ezlo made. Which means, if they really wanted, the Picori have that power. Or at least a lot of them could potentially have the power of Veti. Which is, like, really up there in terms of level.
It really is.
Oh. We have got a translation guide.
Oh, cool, for the Hylian language.
Yes, at least for Wind Waker, anyway. A-I-U-E-O, ha-hi-fu-he-ho, ga-gi-gu-ge-go, ka-ki-ku-ke-ko. A lot of these are just the same sounds, but, you know, slightly different. We've got numbers. You'll never guess what 0 looks like.
Is it a 0?
It is. My, I still...
Look at that mustache.
Like, as something drilled out of his face.
He does.
Sam, I am the walrus.
That is totally the walrus.
My boy!
My boy! Gosh, it's so boring around here.
Well, excuse me, princess.
God bless you, Zelda. That's some terrible shit made of it.
Didn't they used to have a cereal as well?
Yeah.
Like, so, like...
Telling me off for using my horse. What is that hairdo?
She is incredibly disrespectful.
She's the daughter of the mayor. She's a spoiled little bitch.
He is head walrus. Look at the size of those tusks.
Look at those earlobes.
Seriously, just pause on this before you... Oh, they move the faces, but... Oh, obviously they open their eyes and take that like sly look to each other for like assurance.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't open his eyes.
Seriously though, look at those fucking earlobes.
That is such a gormless look. Look at that. My God. Like, you know how when people stretch their ears way too big, how like the earlobes.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like he's had like a 30 mil gauge in. He's just completely sealed it. That's ridiculous. That's like African tribal loops.
He's rocking that walrus style even with his earlobes.
Well, I said I was on Wind Waker at the minute, but I got to the picture. It's the picture of a portrait of Zelda and her like royal guards. And, you know, obviously it's Tetra and the pirates. Yeah. Some of the little ones look like little chess pieces. Look at them.
Oh yeah.
If you get it, look up the portrait of Tetra and her guards. It is, or her retainers, officially. It's ridiculous.
Right, oh god, I have to give these guys my sword. Ben, Danny DeVito's back on screen. Yeah, thanks a lot. We got scolded by that. Something awful. I thought it was never gonna end. I can't do Danny DeVito's voice if you can't tell.
Are you sure? It sounded like he was in the room with us. Well,
Yeah, you
something
can have
I
a sword,
could.
kid. Sure, play with it. Fucking hit yourself in the face with it for all
Something I want to quickly bring up. Well, remember, because obviously we're talking about Wind Waker, and obviously this ties in.
Yeah.
At the end of Ocarina of Time.
Yes.
Obviously, Zelda takes the ocarina.
Thanks for saving our rule, Link. Now give me the fucking ocarina and go home.
Pretty much, but obviously Link and Navi and everything else, they all go back in time. But the ocarina doesn't go back in time. Obviously, it doesn't go with Link. He gives the ocarina to Zelda. So, does an ocarina exist in the past?
Well, surely it would, because it would be that timeline's ocarina. Would it not?
Well, it's like saying the original timeline is Kid Link. He gets the ocarina, and then he goes into the future. And obviously, when he's sealed, he pretty much takes everything with him.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, he leaves the ocarina that he brought with him in the future.
Yeah.
But then he goes back into the past.
Mm-hmm.
So, does the ocarina from the past that goes to the future and stays in the future stay in the future? Does an ocarina exist in the past?
Yes, because she sends him back to the point before he got the ocarina.
No, but he puts the Master Sword. He's in the room with the Master Sword.
Right, yeah.
And he can only access the Master Sword with the ocarina and all the 3 gems.
Right, yeah.
So that means he's already picked the ocarina out of the moat.
Right.
Because Zelda and Impa are riding out of the castle, and Zelda throws the ocarina into the moat. And obviously then Ganondorf rides after them. Obviously you jump in the moat, you pick up the ocarina, you go to the Temple of Time, you play the damn it, which song is it? I can't remember the
Song of Awakening?
No, it's the Song of Time, but I can't remember how it goes.
Oh, it's shit.
All I can think of Song is Storm. Song of Storms.
Yeah,
do 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 do.
Do you think Nintendo are gonna claim these videos?
Oh god, yeah, absolutely.
Of course they fucking are.
Within minutes of them going up. But anywho's.
Yes.
You got the ocarina, then you open it up. You are sent back to the point. You're sent back in time, and obviously then it's like you putting the Master Sword back in its pedestal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, have you left your ocarina in the future? In a sense, it would prevent once the temple seals up behind itself. I suppose in a sense it could prevent the sacred realm.
Be opened again.
Yeah, there's no. It would mean that their timeline.
Is that wait? I have a question. Is that this timeline? Which timeline is this?
This is the ocarina. This is Child Link. So that means this timeline doesn't potentially have.
She sends him back in time. He has the ocarina in Majora's Mask.
That's a fair point, but that's potentially a dream.
Potentially.
It's just something that's always kind of bugged me, like...
Actually, no, I would say it does, because he still has that memory of... By the way, this is kicking off now, look at this shit. Look, they're shooting kids with arrows and stuff.
How is she not dead? How is he not... Look, oh wait, no, he does the little twist,
yes,
okay.
He does. And he lands in a fairy fountain, so it heals him.
Where's the arrow? Where's the blood?
Sticking out of her ass. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Right, so Link from Majora's Mask has the he has the ocarina, right? And he remembers Zelda giving it to him because she said she's had like a wonderful time.
Oh, she sends him off on his journey.
Because he goes back to meet her, doesn't he?
At the end of Ocarina, he walks up to the courtyard.
Yeah, she's there.
Which is when he originally meets her.
Yeah.
Wait, but does the future Zelda send Link? Does she send him way back beyond the sort of point of?
She must do.
Because obviously in Ocarina you've got 2 points.
Yeah.
You've got when he first draws the sword, you can essentially argue that is the only point you can ever return to when he first draws the sword.
But you can only return to that with the sword. Like surely if the Ocarina has power beyond that.
What does that mean when Link's first sent back, he's running around with the Master Sword until he puts it back himself?
Maybe. Also, I'm about to become a fucking wolf.
Oh yeah.
Are you ready for this shit?
Absolutely. Get over here.
Nice timing. How long were you waiting for that?
I wasn't. Like as soon as you brought up the wolf, I was like, hand.
Nice.
Reference. Timing.
Right. You said something earlier when we first watched this cutscene.
Yeah.
How you can like. See, that's just Link breathing.
No, I'm sure I had a laugh.
You probably did, because Midna is there. And she does laugh, she does giggle, kind of like Happy Mask Salesman does. This is, like I said, this bit is very reminiscent of him, like, using the mask to transform, if you know what I mean.
He doesn't look as screamy, but that's probably because there's like less veins and bulgy white eyes.
Yeah.
Although you can't see his pupils there.
I think that's because his eyes roll back.
But well,
it's interesting that the Triforce
But yeah, obviously then he slightly went off to his transformation before he got brought up.
Yeah.
But the first time I watched this cutscene, I thought I heard like a little laugh, which I thought was Midna's.
Because it was.
Which it might have just been we couldn't hear it then.
Hmm.
But it sounded oddly familiar of the Happy Mask Salesman's laugh. Yeah.
That was just much creepier though. I think like the Happy Mask Salesman's laugh quality about it, you know, like where you can hear it before it starts. Just.
Right.
And it's like echoey in that sense, you know what I mean? Am I making sense?
Yeah, well, it's clear, obviously not in Ocarina, but in Majora's Mask, from the get-go, like, you don't even need to see anything else about him. Just as soon as you meet the Happy Mask Salesman in Majora's, you know there's something up with him.
Yeah, definitely. Just by the way he moves. Like when Midna moves, like moves on, you can always see what she's doing. She's teleporting, but she does it in front of you and stuff, whereas Happy Mask Salesman just sort of like appears on
phases
the
in and out, yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Well,
that's such a cool shot.
It's pretty cool, yeah. Well, obviously I brought this up earlier, how... See, that was kind of interesting, you know, like that little fan.
Yeah.
It looked like it literally just extended down. It didn't look like it was part of a smile to begin with.
Alright, I see what you mean. It's kind of cool though, I've never really noticed that fan before.
But, yeah, obviously it's been brought up many, many a time, how her mask, that something shadow? Twilight?
Fused shadow?
Fused shadow. Is very reminiscent, at least the eye, of Majora's Mask. Obviously Majora's Mask is shrouded in mystery. Where did it come from?
Yeah.
So obviously there's ties, you think there's maybe ties to Twilight Realm.
Yeah.
Which, obviously the Happy Mask Salesman obtained it from somewhere, and obviously he phases in and out, he just comes and goes at will.
Yeah.
Does Happy Mask Salesman have some connection to Twilight Realm?
I have a very long theory about this.
Let's hear it.
Which, no, I'll tell you about it later because there's some stuff coming up. For now, I want to talk about Midna because this is one thing I really like about her, which I've just realised is very similar to the King of Red Lions. Both these companions are introduced, and the reason I like them so much is because they both help you, like, at the start. Like, Midna rescues you when she first, like, the first thing that happens, first thing that Midna does for you is rescue you from that cell. So you're always kind of, like, in debt to Midna. And it's the same with King of Red Lions. He rescues you from the sea because you've just been...
Yeah, you wake up and you're just, like, passed out on them.
Yeah, so I think that, and like I said earlier, it's kind of like the Walking Dead game where Clementine helps you. Like, you always like her a bit more because the game started out with them helping you rather than...
Yeah, they've always done something to be useful. There's not just, oh, by the way, here's somebody, you're probably going to help them a lot.
Yeah, it's not just...
They don't get on your nerves.
It's not like Fee. Like, what the fuck? Why... Fee never does anything other than go, Master, your batteries are 85% depleted.
Wow, thanks for that great information. It's not like there's already a tell on the goddamn remote.
Yeah.
You're breaking my immersion.
Seriously, they're literally, it comes up with like a low battery sign as well. Why do we need Fee to tell us we've got low batteries? And they're always on low batteries because it's Wii Motion fucking plus.
Dan, like, I kind of get how she's like calculating. It's just sort of unemotional. It's like all numbers, but like that whole there's like a 97.23% chance of failure.
Yeah, I like
Would you like to play a game?
Like Midna's got personality as well, like little bits. Like you see, like she's always riding on your back when you're in wolf form. Yeah. But she adjusts herself to get comfortable, and like she'll get bored and sit sideways and stuff like that.
Well, one thing it sort of ties into personality, but also with design. You know that one little fang.
Yeah.
It really makes me think she's just like this sort of this mischievous side, which actually does, you know, you get that from her.
Yeah. So the soldiers can't see me at the minute because like they're in the Twilight Realm, but because they don't have a Triforce, they can't take physical form.
Yeah. Which actually, if you'll just go back for a second, or at least turn your camera that way.
Yep. Are you going to talk about that? Yeah.
A Poe, if you kill them in most Zelda games, they will turn into a small burning fire. Obviously, most of the time it's got a face. It can maybe interact with your character.
Yeah.
But once you've killed the dead, they turn into these little spirits. While in the Twilight realm, a living person in there sort of becomes the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
I just find that little connection interesting. Like,
Right, remember I can't really get hit because I take so much damage.
Yeah, isn't it like a full heart per hit?
Well, I think it's like... Oh yeah, it is a full heart with these ones.
Before you break that,
yeah.
What is that? You know, like... It's got like...
Oh, I think that's...
saber tooth. It's like elongated. It's literally got like...
It's
spines.
The Bokoblin, the bigger ones. Which would make sense because this is basically Hyrule Dungeon, so there would be a lot of them in here.
Oh, it makes me wonder, where's the rest of the skeleton? Come on, Nintendo, I know you're a children's game, but show me a skeleton.
What fucking skeleton? What about the fucking...
Show me your Stalfos. Show me your Stalfos.
The Stalfos, the ones that scream at you.
Oh.
Oh.
No, the zombies are you on about.
Yeah.
The Redeads.
Redeads, that's it.
I hate them. They were always worse in Ocarina of Time. Because, like, in Wind Waker, obviously, it's more of a colourful game. It's a bit cheerier, it's a bit more cartoony. It's still creepy, but they don't look as bad.
Yeah.
And then in Ocarina, like, this proper decayed, rotting, shriveled up, dried, actual humanoid-looking bodies, and you're just like, get him up, get him up, get him up! I despised going for like this Sun Song when I was a kid, just because like you had to go through there. I was like, you know what? No, I'm not running around the edges. Just take the poison damage and go straight through.
I don't blame you. That shit was fucking intense. It was
awful.
Can swim across the spikes now.
Majora's Mask though wasn't as bad, probably because they actually had bandages on.
I don't remember them from Majora's Mask.
You only really fought them in Akana Valley.
Oh, actually, I do remember them.
You know, like Valley of the Dead.
Yeah. Because they like buried underground, didn't they? Once you like.
Yeah. But I loved it as well because you could actually interact with them weirdly enough, and I think you could get some to dance at a certain point in the game.
Dance.
Oh.
Is that because the house plays music?
No, that music house, they just sort of like walk around it, they're sort of patrolling it.
Yeah.
Or I think the music fends them off. No, there's actually a point in I think the palace or the palace grounds or something. You can get them to dance.
That's cool. Never knew that.
I find it kind of interesting. In Majora's Mask, the Redeads. What determines whether you'll become a Redead, or like the king and his two royal guard, you'll sort of keep some form of sentiments, you know, like a sense of self.
Right, yeah.
Because they are like completely sort of conscious. They know what they're doing. Well, obviously, yeah, they try and kill you, but they are making completely conscious decisions to do this. It's not like an impulse.
Maybe it's like, because like Link is, like we were saying about how Ocarina Link is in this as the
Hero Shade.
He's a Stalfos, but he's fully lucid. Like he is making.
That's the word I was looking for.
He's making decisions. He's like teaching people things. He's all there. He's not like.
Well, you could potentially argue that's just because of like.
Because he's a spirit.
Well, yeah, you could argue that, but I was thinking maybe more because of like.
You can never be a legend.
Maybe like he had such a strong sense of self, or maybe like there was some form of like protection on him. You know, that kept him from going completely.
Could just be to do with Triforce. Just well for Link anyway, but like, like how does the King of Red Lions transform into a boat? What? You know what I mean?
Could not. Wait, isn't he like the original king that made like
original King of Hyrule?
Well, it could be, you know how Ganondorf, when he made his wish, like he also sort of gained the power and he became Ganon.
Yeah.
It could be like he's getting like, you know, similar power because he made the wish to drown Hyrule, well, flood it rather.
Did he?
I think he was.
I thought it was just the gods that flooded
there. Hyrule Historia.
I love the intro cutscene to Wind Waker. Says it was just the gods that did it.
Did it?
I remember because I know that cutscene like off by heart. This is one of the stories the legends tell. young boy clothed in green and all that.
No, it is actually the gods. I have no idea how he becomes a boat then. Because I thought it could have been like maybe he was the one that made the wish and he gained some power.
What I was going to say is it's just probably like people have spiritual power in this world, so whoever's got more can do certain things and remain lucid when they transform and shit. So yeah, I don't know.
Well, yeah, it must have been like he was just able to transfer his spirit into a boat.
Yeah.
Because obviously when you get down at the end of the game, he's there because Hyrule's been completely unsealed. And well, when you get back up to the surface, I doubt Link made an exact copy of the King of Red Lions.
Yeah.
Like, I get that he probably would have kept along with the king, as a boat, as sort of like, because he sort of did so much for him, or the king did so much for him. But I don't think he would have carved another boat exactly like that when he had access to Tetra's ship.
Yeah. What's up?
I just find it interesting. It's showing some like these opening scrolls, from Wind Waker.
Mm-hmm.
And when it shows the scroll of the hero, like, obviously he left Hyrule, it shows a golden triangle behind him, which could just, be the Triforce of Courage.
Yeah.
But if you look on the opposite, if you look on the next image, 4 people are praying to the Triforce.
Yeah.
Yet the triangles look completely different than the triangle behind Link. Right. So if you look there, it's just solid gold, and then over there, there's like a little border around it.
Well, that could just be symbolising it's more powerful and it's all together.
Yeah, it could be.
We will get through this bit and then I think we'll call that an episode.
Okay, further actual proof. It could be just like a bit weird, because if you look at that further image, I realise it's really awkward for you guys. It's just an image of Ganon, sort of with his hands reaching over the land, and there's a Triforce underneath him.
Yes.
Which I suppose could represent that he managed to get his hands on the Triforce of Power.
Yeah.
But Ganon, or Ganondorf, was aiming for the whole Triforce.
Yeah.
So, at what point is that representing? Is it just
supposed to be born with Triforce power?
Well, to be fair, I think for the most part, Ganondorf is always the same, nearly.
Yeah.
Because obviously there was, what was he called, Demise?
Yeah.
Demise dies, he gets reborn as Ganondorf.
Yeah.
Then we get up to Ocarina. Obviously Twilight Princess Link, spoilers, same Ganondorf. Wind Waker, same Ganondorf.
Which is cool because they make it, both times they make him look middle-aged because he's older.
Yeah, I think Link to the Past and everything on the other timeline, the defeated timeline, obviously Ganondorf wins. I think he's eventually beaten, but he's always resurrected as like Ganon, or this mindless beast. So I actually think Ganondorf from Ocarina is always the same Ganondorf,
right?
Or at least in some sort of form. Yeah. Like maybe it's at least his same body. Oh, as Ganon, his same body.
Right, Ben, are you ready for this? Guess who we found?
Oh. In this episode, I'll have to run long, Ben.
Figure.
I was about to tell you. Oof. Unless there's a pause.
Who could it be?
Who could it be? Blue eyes, tall. Definitely looks female in a castle.
In Hyrule Castle? It has said Hyrule Castle.
No. Look, you know the Fang?
Yeah.
It could be like, yeah, she's capable of hiding it, so like every so often it does look like it just shoots out, when she's been a bit mischievous.
So she can't really control it.
Well, it could be just like that she tucks it out of her mouth.
You can see it, but sometimes it goes fully out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's cool. Thing is, I was imprisoned by the Twilight beasts, so I don't know why she apologises.
Oh, is this for you becoming a wolf?
No, for being in prison.
Oh. Well, why is she not apologising for the fact that,
Hang on, wait. So don't you think you should explain to him what you've managed to do? You owe him that much. Twilight Princess.
See, like, she's being a bit mischievous now by referring to her by that, and Fang comes out.
That's pretty cool. But why is she claiming it's Zelda's fault that this has happened? This was one thing on there. That Lesser King has been transformed by the king. Oh, because she
She gave up.
Yeah, she gave up the fight. So As you will see in this cutscene.
Oh yeah, shield's coming up, if you wanna
Oh yeah. So if you look at the guard's shields in this, we think the crest on them is arranged in such a way that it kind of looks like the giant's face from Majora's Mask. Like it's not like, I'm not saying like the guards have the giant's faces on their shields, but it's definitely like a little Easter egg maybe.
There seemed to be like a familiarity. I have to admit though, it's interesting that they're not using the like the Hyrule Guard shields from Ocarina. Like the designs changed that much. Like they were like these more, I'm not sure the shape of it, but you know what I mean. Well, obviously the shape from Ocarina, and obviously they were blue, they had the red, they were colourful. Now they're just like these grey sort of towery shields. It's just
it's more drab and. It almost looks ceremonial, doesn't it? Like
it could just be that they're royal guards.
The reason Hyrule falls is because it's just not prepared for this shit.
Over time, after like, Ganondorf's been executed. We've entered peace. These weapons are for sure.
Yeah.
We don't know how to use them.
Look at that fucking sword.
Yeah, absolutely. I won't be surprised if it was like gem encrusted.
Yeah. That guard down there.
Props to Zelda though for actually carrying a blade. Like
that's cool. Does she use that sword in Smash Bros?
I don't.
Maybe she does.
Also, you know that statue then? What was that coming out of her mouth? Was that like a curled tongue?
No, I don't know. He never really says. I think it might be them blowing wind, as in like blowing life into the world or something.
That could be it. I won't lie, you know, when you said blowing things as well, all I could think was as part of things go.
Could be. Yeah, so this is just telling us Zelda has given up and Hyrule has been besieged by Twilight.
Interestingly enough, that pool still looks like really like luminously blue. Pretty colour.
Yeah. Contrast from the yellow.
And like the black of the skies, yeah.
It's nice that Zelda has the Sheik symbol on the back of her robe.
Oh, the symbol of the Chica.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, I'm surprised you couldn't see the fang. The fact like Midna just does this such over the top action.
Of course, you don't think it's bad, Minnie. You're fucking from there. I like how she could fly wherever she wants, but she just chooses to sit on Link's
exactly.
back.
I've got to say, I'm loving Midna more and more.
Yeah, she's great. She does a lot of good stuff later.
Just like these glimpses of her personality scene. It's
like if you just like, we're gonna end the episode here because this is a good place to end it. But like, she's got really good idle animations as well. Like if I just sit here, she just like looks around.
It looks like she said something.
Yeah. Like she's trying to, come on, fucking move.
Giddy up.
And if I like dash, like I'll wait till she does. Yeah, she'll like yawn and shit. If I like dash, you can hear her like.
So I'd be startled.
Yeah, like. So cute.
Actually, look, she hops off a little bit as well. She like barely holds on.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
It's cool. Right, yeah, we found Zelda, so join us next time, and we will turn Link back into a human, hopefully.